Hello guys. In this video I want to show you the way I do an espresso with my Lelit Bianca. And the reason why I'm doing this is because at the beginning I was a little bit struggling to do a good coffee and to do a good coffee every time, especially with the pedal up here. And actually the pedal is the reason why I bought the Lelit Bianca, because in my opinion you can do with the pedal, you can get out much more of your beans and get a better espresso compared to other ones, in my opinion. So that's then the reason why I bought this one here. And okay, as I mentioned at the beginning, I was a little bit struggling, and that's the reason why I want to show you how I do good coffee. Okay, then I would say first we start with the beans. I have here from a local coffee shop. So it's just an house blend with 80% Arabica and 20% Robusta. So it's actually a darker roast, or maybe a medium roast, but between medium and a darker one. And that's what I prefer. I don't like these very dark ones. That's not so my taste. But here the mediums, they are very well. As the grinder, I have here the Bellezza Piccola V2, I guess. It's quite good for the price. It's totally okay. But maybe in the future I will invest in a bigger one, maybe single dosing, And of course here the Lelit Bianca for the temperature here, especially with this roast, I have here 93 degrees. And yes, then I would say I start to do the coffee. And first I'm gonna heat up the bottles. I always do, when I'm alone, one cappuccino and one espresso. But when you first start to do espresso, I would prefer to start with this one here, because here in this portafilter you can see if you are struggling with channeling, because when you have channeling, you can hear with the water is just pushing out of the little holes here, and then you can see if you have a problem with channeling. Okay, then when I do an espresso, always put in my portafilter 18 or between 18 and 18.5 grams of coffee, and out of this I want to get about 40 or 38, 35 to 40 grams of coffee. And that's always how you should start, At the beginning I would try to get from 18 grams of coffee, 40 grams from coffee powder, and 40 grams of real coffee in about 25 seconds. That's so the goal. And then when you achieve this with the grinder setting, then you can change it to your taste, Okay. As you can see, I use here this one, then the VDT tool, just to destroy the bigger parts of the powder, and then this here again. I don't know, you don't have to use all these, but I bought this, then this, and then this. It's you know it, and you just want to make the best out of your coffee. So that's why I bought all of them. I guess you don't need this. And here when I temp, for me, I think it's the best for me. Before I temp it now down, I first do it a little bit like so small circles up here. That's with this technique you can also compress the powder at the very end of the filter, you know. And then I put it down. Also not too fast. It's enough. Then always check if it's here on the same level everywhere, because also when it's not on the same level, then it could get a little bit channeling, and that's also not that good. Okay. So the cups are warm or hot. That's also important. I guess it's not important, but it's better when they are hot instead of cold. And okay. Now we're gonna do the coffee. When you put in the bottle filter up here, you have to directly to turn on the water, because up here it's hot, and then it's gonna burn, and not burn. It's you know what I mean. Okay, and for the pedal, I took you guys here that you can see how I do this. Okay, first when I start the machine, I start here in the middle. Then when the pressure goes up here to about 2 bars, I go a little bit back and hold it then for a few seconds at 2 bar, and then I open up the pedal. Then it goes up here at 10. Here it's between 9 and 10, so 9.5. Then we make the coffee, you know, and when we reach about here from the grams at 1 cup about 10, then I start to go back, you know. That's how I do my coffee. Put it in here. So we start here. Then the pressure comes up. We hold it here a little bit up until about 7 seconds, and then we open up the pedal. And then you can see how nicely the coffee flows out. It's like so warm honey. And then when we are about here to 10 grams, we go back with the pressure. And then we have about 18 grams in here in 30 seconds. So normally I stop a little bit earlier, then we have here 18 seconds, and then we have here about 27 seconds, and that's the time and the grams where I like, especially this coffee, the most. Okay, and now we have 1 cup our espresso and 1 cup our soon it's gonna be our cappuccino. Just a quick taste if it's good. Always take a little spoon and do the crema in the coffee. Yeah, this one is perfect. So it's no acidity and no. It's just for me. It's especially with the medium roast. It's very nice. So then at the end, also clean up your machine and the water filter. And then we also do some milk. For the milk, it's also when you buy the Bianca, you get here this one with 2 or with 4 holes. First I was doing it also always with 4 holes, but with 4 holes there is so much pressure that you have only a few seconds to do your milk. So when you use this one with 2, you have much more time, and then you can do, or I can do better milk with it. So when you do the milk, there are a lot of videos on YouTube, in the internet, how you can that shows you how you can do it, and I would prefer you, if you're struggling with the milk, to show these videos, or maybe I can also do one. Okay, but what I can say, in this smaller cup here, it's harder to do a good milk. When you have a bigger one, for especially when I do 2 cappuccinos, I use the bigger one, and with this one it's easier because it's more milk in it, so you have more time to do it. to do it right. So first let out the water, then we're gonna start here. First, when you do the milk, you only put in air in the milk, and you also spin it, but also you put in air. Then when you have enough air in it, you go in with the milk, and then you only rotate it. And then you stop putting air in it. And now it's just rotating. And when you can do this one here with your hand, oh, it's hot, okay. Now it's enough. Then we clean this directly up. Put it down here. When you do this, you can destroy the last bubbles from the air in it. Then we put it in our coffee. Then we can make just a nice heart. Now this is then just, heart is actually just the point with when you put in a line. So if you're heart, there is our cappuccino, espresso. And yeah, that's the way I do the cappuccino and espresso with my Bianca. And if you have any questions, just ask, and I will try to answer them if you have them. Thank you, and bye.